Hello everyone, so welcome back to M.A.S.S Builder. After a little bit of trial and error, we finally got some stuff here, so now we got new missions to try out. Let's see how things go. Okay, so now we're doing a mission which is new here. Clear all the quarks from the dam. Before we go straight into this though, I'm going to back out because I need to check out my suit here. I think we've got the new armors, but we have to unlock them, I think, based on the previous stuff. Let's just double check here. I'm moving around the inventory again and getting used to it. Yeah, we need to unlock the Kaiser style items, which is totally fine. I don't mind unlocking new stuff. We got plenty of money, so it's just a case of choosing a different frame here. So let's see who I want to take in here, because we had a lot of different frames the last time. We built a lot of different ones that were glowy. I think I might just take the RX-78 in. I'm not too sure at the moment, because we have built a lot of frames so far. It's either that or I might take Death Scythe in. Or the Freedom. I'm debating as to which one I should take in here. Go on, we'll take the Freedom. Take the Freedom out again. Mission. Right, so we'll start this off on hard. And we'll see how this goes. I can't remember how well this played the last time, so... I've still got a weird error there that I might need to report to the devs about the launch, but... Ooh, I'm liking the material on the floor, how it looks wet at the moment. That looks so cool. And they've changed... Did they change animation there for a moment? I don't know why I did like a jump move there. Oh, is that because I... Oh, that's nice. Is that because I pressed jump at the same time? I don't remember that, but that move is really cool. Oh, railgun's out. Okay, so the railgun is now a... I see, because it's got a spread barrel on the end of it. They've included the spread rounds now. I'm going to have to mess around with that. And we've actually got a little bit of music in here. I'm gonna remember how everything works because of the controls. It's been a while since I have been on this, so as you can tell, I'm all over the place. Okay, there we go. So if I go straight to the left stick down, I'm gonna get the beam saber. Let's use the dual beam saber here. I'm just gonna take in this area at the moment. Can we just turn down the music a bit, because it is bumping away like crazy. Put it down to about 60. Okay, that sounds a little bit lower. Oh, whoa. Okay, I really do like these new included animations. They're really cool. And I like the way that the dam is pretty simple, but the materials on it look really neat. Get to the water regulators before the dam gets flooded. Can I? Oh, I can just fly up here? Okay. That's cool. Right, go to manual override. Can do this before it explodes in my face. There we go. What's the next one? Oh! Oh! Is that an enemy mass? Okay. Some little weird drones. I mean, that seems fine, you know, it's just stealing stuff. Seems legit. Let's see if we can still... Oof. What happened there? It's like, because I wasn't in midair, it seemed to mess up or something. Oh, the Quark's going to interrupt me here. Yeah, they are. So I'm going to have to try and deal with these. All while doing that. Okay, I said I wanted a mission that was a little bit more intense. And I've definitely got that now, so... Let's see if we can deal with them. I keep thinking, for some strange reason, that the right trigger is boost. I don't know why. I think it's because I've just been playing a load of other games recently. Come on. Ah. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more awkward than I thought here. That moment when you ask the devs for terribly frustrating moments so that you can actually feel like there's some sort of weight to you actually losing a fight. And sure enough, they just go all in with the next mission. I just noticed I've got a couple of Kaiser parts here as well. There we go. Go down. The Freedom is not having a good time at the moment. Oh, jeez. No, 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 no. Oh. It locked me in there. I wanted to get out of that, and it just wrecked me. Can I just... Ah, it's one of those ones that teleports. That moment when you've not been on a game in a while, and the game is not being kind to you. Excuse me. Now, can we just stop this from overriding? I mean, from overflowing. Come on. Okay, so that's one. I'm probably doing absolutely terrible here. I've died like 3 times. Right, I don't need to press that. What's the next one that I need to press here? Oh, the... Okay. I really do like these new animations. They're so cool. That guy dealt with. Come on! I just need to secure this area now. And then I'm good. Right, so if you press the thumbstick and keep it... and if you press the thumbstick, you don't have to hold it down anymore. Oh.
Mission clear.
Okay, that was crazy. I'm probably going to be doing this one quite a few times just to do better here, because that was rough. That was incredibly rough. I did not expect that. I might need a suit that has more firepower. I actually thought that I was running a decent suit with decent upgrades, but apparently not. Poor Freedom just got absolutely annihilated there. Then again, that was on hard. Okay, so we've got some new stuff here that has been completed. Hello? I can't tell whether they've changed the art style for the characters or not at the moment. I want to know what happened with that enemy M.A.S because of it. Well, the M.A.S frame because of it stealing the battery. Okay, so let's choose a different frame here and see if we've got any upgrades again. Let's take heavy arms out because I need to get used to ranged combat again. So we can actually go into, not multiplayer, sorry. We've got photography mode now. This looks so cool. So we can have the thruster effect on or off if we want. We can add the micro missiles if we want. What have we got here? We got the rifle. There we go, that's more like it. Got the Gatling gun. Combat knife if we want, or the beam saber. I see, it flicks through each one that you have. Interesting. And then we've got the floating pods, of which we don't actually... I see. So you can unequip like that. You hold the left trigger down, and then we can press like up and take the missile pods off. Okay. That's pretty cool. And then we can have, like, for instance... We can flick through each one of the different backgrounds here. That one looks pretty cool. And then we can change the pose with... Oh, this is looking so good. Oh, I'm really enjoying this. Okay, so that one maybe will look better without the beam gatling. Oh, I'm really liking this update so far. Visually, it looks really cool. That one would actually be good with like a ground Gundam weapons rack style look. Number 10. Number 11. That one does look cool as well because of the pose. I'm hoping they add more poses to this in future. Like the best one for heavy arms here, I think, is probably that one. Either that one or that one. And then putting the micro missiles on or something. That looks so cool. Thing is, can we... Oh, we can screenshot. We can rotate the camera, we can L2 and... To zoom? No, it doesn't seem to be working. Maybe I'm pressing the wrong thing here, but... Ah, no. It says it's L2, but it's actually R2 to zoom. Hey, Zero. Right, so if we get that... Press A to take a photo. Okay, so that saves into your folder. That's going to be interesting to look at later on. You know what would have been nice? Just having this sort of a thing, and then having the ability to toggle off the HUD so that people could just save it to the Steam folder instead, because having to navigate to app data is a little bit annoying. Maybe the devs can change that at some point. Right, let's try this. Let's go mission. Actually, wait, no, development, because I had a load of stuff that I could develop from the last time. I see. So this is a bit more of the story now. There's Raina after a bit of a relax. Dem Jigglies, says John. I like the way that they've kept it like that, to be honest. We did say early on in dev that they should keep the characters like this, because more people would support them for it, and I still stand by that. You know, it's their choice in art style, and I'm glad they haven't changed it. Zero says, I mean, it's not hurting anything. Exactly, right? It's not hurting anyone, so... I'm just reading through all this text here, so sorry if I'm a bit quiet. I just can't wait to see if we can do that mission again, because I did really terrible in the Freedom. Mainly because I've not played this in a little while. I got a load of money on it and then stopped playing it for a little bit until the update came out, and then I was like, okay, I'll try it. Okay, so let's see if I can actually develop anything else here. I posted the thing I was going to talk about in the chat corner, says John. Right, I'll have a look at it in a little bit. I can finally do development up to level 3 here. Let's get all the main ones done. Because what I did was the last time I was on this, I leveled up to be able to do this kind of stuff, so we'll see what we can buy here. I think we should get the main ones for each one done, because I made sure I'd got enough to upgrade and buy different things, so Has the Noble Gundam been added yet, says John? No, not yet. They've got plenty of time, too. I think I'm going to need more credits here by the look of it. Like, my idea was just to constantly play this until launch, but the thing is, I was going to get back on it more recently, but with me being busy, being kind of all over the place, and then I was like, okay, I'll get back on it, and the devs just decided to launch it now, so... let's try and get some more additions here. Blaze Pods Tech. Cryopods Tech. These are always really good for weapons and stuff, which is why I'm investing in them. Zero says, that feeling when you see a package and it's been smashed in mail transit, it's probably an Xmas gift for somebody. Oof. Right, I'm gonna need a lot more stuff here, I think. I'm like, okay, I'll just upgrade as far as I can go here. Okay, so in terms of adding on effects to my M.A.S S, I've done enough of that. Let's try increasing some of the frame here. 200% damage. Ooh, nice. Can I have that? How far can we go here? Up to the next one? Up to slot 5? Ah, level 4 and above are locked. Okay, so at least we know now that everything's locked there. Okay, I'm gonna need way more money on this. I'm gonna be playing this over Christmas, probably. Right, let's tune heavy arms here. We can actually tune stuff now, so... let's see if anything can give us an increased burst of energy here. Mod steel engine. That looks like overall it's going to give us better. Metal platings were good there. I don't want to lower the armor, but I want to increase everything else if I can. The acceleration gets lowered, but mag capacity goes up. Fuel goes down slightly. I still feel like microcontroller 1 is probably better here because of the buffs. And then we've already got microcontroller 2, which I don't think can get any better, so let's try OS here. Neural OS. We got anything that does... oh, across the board that does better apart from fuel burn rate? Maybe Neuralink instead of improved neural. Right, let's see here. We got long range, which drops the shield, but improves accuracy. Fuel save 2. Let's try Architect. Siege Mech frame. Aha, the Enforcer seems to be better here at the moment. Let's... we got increased shield and durability with the other one, and fuel burn rate. And shield recovery. But everything else gets lowered slightly. Maybe have that on then, and then we'll try... did I just go on standard frame then instead? Hang on. Siege Mech. Enforcer. Huh. Seems like that is the best one. Right, let's do... increase this attack by 10%. Conductor control. Right, let's try pressurized gears for the 200% damage. Let's try conductor control point 1, and then we'll see how this goes. I just want to get better here at this. Oh, we got a boss quark as well. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Okay, so maybe not do this one on hard for the beginning. Let's put it on normal. Right, let's take heavy arms out again.
Mission start.
Oh, I'm loving this environment. You can see like all the stuff under the M.A.S.S suit's feet moving a little bit. Ooh, trees. Oh, the trees move out of the way when you push into them. I love stuff like that. Let's try going over here for a moment and see what's over here. This is a really big map. It reminds me of the ice level. Okay, so we got a broken receiver over here. Or antenna. There's a cool little base. Okay, so I have a feeling I'm going to engage in a boss fight in a moment. There we go, let's just go crazy with the beam gatlings. And the knife. Oh! I really like that knife. And I just saw the 200% effect for melee there at the end. I'm really liking the added effects here now. Oh, nice extra damage there. That might be handy with Death Scythe or something. The thrust still sounds like a gunshot. Yeah, the sounds are still kind of all over the place, but I really do like this gameplay. I'm trying to remember what reload of, there we go, weapon was. Let's keep the beam gatlings and we'll just go. Eliminate all invading quarks. Okay, no problem. Oh. I do love some of the new animations we've got here. Like, that was really cool, having the spin round. I can't wait to see what that's like with Death Scythe or something. Or if it's even the same. Oh, I'm gonna have to just go into photo mode and take a load of different photos now. Like, the animations just seem really nice and flashy, which is what we were after before, instead of the same thing over and over and over again. I'm not sure whether you get iframes during some of them or not, but it's really cool to see. I do like that added modifier as well that gives us like 200% damage when we finish a combo, because it really does help in close combat, so you're not sort of wailing on things forever. Hello? Oh! Oh, that was the engine from the Harrier? I'm like constantly just trying to spam missiles at these things. Right, let's pick up some of these items here. So I can get some more micro missiles and oh! That's a lot of quarks. We just freeze a bunch of them in place here, and then we'll just... There we go, push through them a little bit. Try and get some of these items, because some of these will be micro missiles. Some of it will be extra ammo. Okay. I think the AI can't actually get me over there because of my long range. Oh, just shot that one out of the air. I do like the way the Harrier's engine is emitting sort of like that crazy red glow there from the flames. That's cool. Did you see P. Bandai Heavy Arms? No, I did not. You have to check that out. Okay, so that's that done. I'll drop a link in Gunpla chat. Okay, nice one. Oh, that's a big boy. That's one of the new enemies. That's the boss. That's... Oh, whoa. Oof! Jeez, he's got a beam cannon. He's got like a really large beam cannon on his head crest here. Oh, I'm loving the boss music. Oh, whoa. Excuse me. He's like a doggo, but... Oh! He's a doggo with lasers. Oh, not nice. He's such a good boy. Oh. No. Oh, that was close. I know I should be doing damage to him, but I'm trying to take out the smaller guys first. Oh! I have a feeling I do not want to get caught by that. Okay, so it has a secondary explosion as well after it hits. Oh, so we can take off his head crest. It's not the, It's not the crest that fires it, it's like... Fires it directly from his mouth? Oh, we are just chipping away at his health here. Oh, what's that? Oh, he's got his crest back. I see his crest as part of his armor. Oh, those are secondary explosions. This is a really cool boss fight. I'm really enjoying this at the moment. Ooh, maybe not almost getting hit in the face like that, but... I've got no micro missiles left. Ooh, think I got hit there? Oh no. That moment when Heavy Arms has run out of ammo. Is literally that, like that Wing episode where you have to end up using the beam saber and the knife. Let's try this again. Woo, we got him. Oh, that was crazy.
Mission clear.
Zero says tagged you. Right. I'll check that out in a bit. John says Dave loves big cannons. Let's try and get a good mid-air shot. Oh, I say that and then I jump instead. I get like a really crappy mid-air shot. That reminds me, I never actually looked to see what stuff we could develop now, like weapon-wise. Although everybody's having a small victory party now because we just won against that big quark. That's cool. I really like that. That'd be a good sort of picture to have, you know, like as a background or something. Just having everybody just looking over the terminal there. That's really cool. I like that. So is that it for the missions? Yeah, looks like we're done with the new missions, which included the dam and the large open area here, the wastelands. So it's just a case of tweaking stuff, developing new stuff. Like, let's go to weapons and see if there's any new weapon parts that have been added. Okay, so I need that weapon grip, but apart from that, not yet. What about blades? Oh, we got a new blade here. Mike Wheaton says, "What's up, Mooney? Rocking one of the best mech games next to Demon X Machina, I see." Yep, been supporting it since day one. It's, well, before day one. I do like it. It's really awesome. Allows me to get a little bit creative with stuff. That and then build some more Gundam looking things. Okay, so we've got some more ends to melee weapons here. Let's see about all this other stuff, because a lot of this stuff that I developed here was off stream as well from the last time, because when I was not streaming this, I was busy trying to get enough money to make sure I could upgrade things. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do some more grinding. Wide blast barrel, because that looks pretty cool. So we've got everything there unlocked. We've got everything in the rifle section unlocked. Everything in the missile section. I just need to get... There's like a couple of things that I need to get unlocked now. Everything else has been done. So, let's go back here. John says, "I watched the video of the MG Barbatos and it has 2 hidden knives in its mace." Yeah, it's weird. I can't decide on whether I like that idea or not, you know? Because it's like, well, why do you need knives when you have the mace? Let's try taking Death Scythe out for a spin here. We know we've got the scythe and everything and the shield buster. Let's just double check. There's the shield buster. And then we've got the beam scythe here. So, first off, we're going to tune this bad boy because I need more close range stuff here. Let's go. The Enforcer might be better for that one. Tempo Preserver. Pressurized gears I'm going to need on this. Enemy Observer. Nah, we're good. Just trying to see if I can get decent stat upgrades for all of my suits across the board here. Okay, so that's good. Metal plating, turbines. We have microcontroller level 1? Yeah, we do. Okay, so that's fine at the moment. Let's do photography mode again. I want to see about Death Scythe in photography mode here. Oh, forgot we need to. Oh, we need to take off the. There's the beam scythe. There we go. Right, we got to change the background here, so we'll change it to something where we can actually see this, and then we'll. Oh. I really like the way they've done this. So you can rotate this. That looks so sweet. I'm having that one. Let's see what else we got. That one looks pretty sweet as well. Okay, that's a neat one. And then we got the ground pose. That one, kind of okay. I love the eye glow on it. That one looks pretty cool as well. But that one does look. Oh crap. Looks pretty cool as well. Can we zoom in here? Let's. That looks better. You go for like a close-up shot. Okay, so that's looking pretty cool. I do like photography mode. It's going to be interesting when we get more of the stuff here that I can develop some new suits, because I have an idea of what I want to develop. Like, I have a clear picture from the new suit, or the new parts of which suits I want to make. It's just a case of doing the new missions and stuff and grinding out those parts.
Mission start.
Let's get better at these. Oh, I love that spin with the scythe there. And the extra damage is going to help loads. Oh, just carved straight through that poor Quark there. Okay, the scythe is really cool, the way that you can spin it round now. I love the way you can see the real-time reflection in the floor as well, because you can see the scythe blade glowing off it. That's so cool. Really do love this damn mission, it's neat. Oh crap, I forgot about the Quark up here. Where is he? Maybe it's later on. Okay. Let's actually use the other weapons I've got at my disposal here, like the shield buster, because that can hit things quicker. Oof. So all I have to do is rip through these enemies, and then I can press the button and we're good. The only reason I loaded missiles onto this is because we got a little bit of range from them. Because this thing does not have many ranged weapons, but it just helps for certain situations. Yeah, I'm going to need to finish off some more of these here by the look of it. I think I should be able to override this system now. Right. I'm there trying to get that teleporting guy, and the next minute teleports behind me and is like, nothing personal, kid. I don't know if you can actually go in the water and game over here. No, there's an invisible wall there. Would be kind of funny if you could do that. I wonder if the devs are going to add that in future, because it would be pretty fun just to see a game over as a result of somebody falling in the water, like one of the Armored Core games, or quite a lot of the Armored Core games, or even Border Break, where the blast runners don't like being in the water. I actually don't mind playing as that side here at the moment. That 200% damage modifier is actually helping quite significantly when you finish off a combo. That moment when you start hitting the guy and then he just teleports. Come on. Oh. Ooh, totally wrecked there. There we go. I think that's it. We're done now.
Mission clear.
Oh, you can't go back down there after. Oh, I see. It's because the water level has risen, like they said in the briefing. That's cool. So you actually do get to see the effects of everything happening on the environment. Because you can clearly see the bottom of the dam where I was before. The water level has risen. That looks so cool. Come on, I need a good... No, it looks like he's committing suicide with his scythe. He's like stabbing himself in the gut. Okay, so now we've used 2 of the wing frames. Let's see if I can try and mix it up a bit here. And I could try the Master Gundam. We've got X here, the RX-78. The Gym Striker was pretty cool if I remember rightly. Or the Easy-8. Should take the Easy-8 out for a spin. I'm going to have to upgrade everything here. Do you think you could build a Weltall from Xenogears, says Matt? I think we built one a while ago, to be honest, when we first got the game. Let's see if I can... It's any better. Metal platings, microcontroller. I think that's all good though. It's just the OS and everything that we need to change. Because I think it was Neuralink OS that's better. And then let's change everything to the Enforcer and then have the pressurized gear there. Let's have a look at the photograph section again for the Easy 8. So what did I have on it? I had the beam rifle. Did I have? I'm trying to figure out whether I actually had the cannon on here or not. Don't think I did. Maybe we should put that in the ground Gundam variant. Let's try the beam saber. Yeah, we had a beam saber. Excuse me. Okay, let's try backgrounds again. I really do like the white background. It shows everything up really nicely. I do like the look of your Easy 8 moodies, Matt. Thank you very much. It's pretty basic, but tried getting it looking as close as I could to the original. That looks pretty cool, actually. Easy 8 rushing at you with a beam saber. That looks like he's trying to do a kick there. Okay, that looks pretty neat. Or with the beam saber. That's more of its position, and then give it like a ground cannon. That would be pretty cool. Let's try about... Oh, crap. If we zoom in there, get that kind of a shot. Save that to the folder. Oh, we've got this one. Oh, crap. Hang on. I love the way that we can just get, like, endless beauty shots here now. Can we hide the hood? No. There's no option to hide the hood. I really wish there was. I hope they add more poses to this in future. Really hope they do. Well, let's take the Easy 8 out for a spin. This might be a bit too much for it, but we'll see. This game looks like it was designed by fans of Hajime Katoki. The devs themselves, they come into my streams occasionally and just chat with us. And when they did talk to us about the designs and everything, they did say that they were inspired by Gunpla, specifically Seed stuff, so...
Mission start.
Oh, we just annihilated that Quark there. Let's... I think I've given the Easy 8 like the most basic ass loadout here, so this is going to be interesting seeing how this works. I'm going to have to be like constantly on the move here and shooting everything. I think the dodges have been slightly improved. I'm not too sure. The strafe just seems significantly better. Oh. Is that cutscene again? I think I can't remember whether I made I've made Seed suits on the beta version of this before, but I'm trying to remember whether I've remade them in this this new build, because I remember having the Akatsuki and stuff, but it's not actually in the hangar, so I'm wondering whether I've just not made them again yet. Because I know I've made the Freedom and the Strike Gundam. I still need to do the others. Like if I can do the Blitz, the Duel, and the Buster, that'd be cool. Because I've made the Buster before in the like the small demo that they made ages ago. I feel like it's a little bit, or it's getting a little bit easier now that I'm getting used to combat. And because of these melee upgrades. If I stay on the move here, we should be good. The reason why I'm playing this on hard as well is because of the different weapons that you can get, or rather the different items, because I know we can grind for certain items on different difficulties, so... I'm not actually finding it too hard, which is really weird with the Easy 8 at the moment. I would have thought its most basic ass setup would have proven to be a little bit of a detriment, but no, it's actually doing pretty nicely here on hard. And I'm noticing a lot of those items I was on about just slowly coming in now. God damn it, I go for the override and it explodes. There we go. Oh, come on, come on. Trying to shoot at the stuff that's closest to me here. I think we're still getting like the odd audio issue every now and again. That's just like sound effects pop in, but hardly noticeable at the moment while I'm busy trying to kill everything. And I'm out. Is that say out of range then? Because I was going to say, because I'm out of ammo, not out of range. There he is. I'm actually glad I spent a load of time grinding for all these upgrades and stuff previously off stream, because it's made it a little bit easier. I see that clock there trying to stop me from overriding. Ooh! That saber spin just hits it in the face. Really do like this level, it's really cool. I like the way the masses look like they have loads of weight to them as well because of the run animation. This is where those batteries were before. Try to see if we could see up there, but we can't. I just realized they've added like a an effect to the suit as well when it's going fast. It's like a shockwave style thing. You know, like it's trying to break the sound barrier or something. That looks really cool. I want to see if we've unlocked anything yet. Let's have a look. Armors. Ah, looks like we have unlocked something. Well, let's get a default frame here first. New frame. Let's see what we've unlocked here. Oh, my bad. I'm there, like, trying to get into the hangar and I just clicked select again instead. Alright, armor. Oh, we still not got the new face armor, but a lot of the new face armor is mono eye stuff. So when people were asking for mono eye stuff, we're gonna get that. Got one of the new head units. It's a more rounded shaped unit. That is cool. It looks like I'm gonna be grinding again for new stuff. Try the scramble Gundam. I've got the scramble in the hangar. Hang on. See what else we got here. I'm just looking at all these parts. They do come up, but I'm going to need to grind them out a little bit more, I think. See what else we got here. We got the shoulder pads. These are more rounded shoulders. These kind of remind me of the tall geese's shoulders. Looks like we've got a couple of variants of them. We got rounded knee pads there, I think. Is that? Oh no, it's elbows. Rounded arms. So we got significantly more rounded parts, which is gonna make for some more interesting builds. So look at that thigh piece there. Kneecaps. Oh, we've got like Sazabi style legs. That's cool. I hope I'm getting this name right. Lundrell says, dude, this game is so good. I got it after watching a few of your vids. Thank you very much. It is a really cool game. I do like it. Really do like it. And I love the devs. The devs are really, really cool. I like the way that they're really responsive in terms of, like, feedback and stuff. Like, I was having problems getting this build working before, and I tweeted out to them and just went, guys, help. Immediately they got back to me and were like, yeah, check it out, dude. You just need to do a couple of things and then you're good. And then sure enough, I get back on and I'm able to do the stream. Let's do more very hard here on the dam and then we'll move on to the next level. There we go, here's the Scramble Gundam. I do like the twin beam sabers that it's got, and I can't remember what else it has.
Mission start.
Oh, yeah, I give it a beam rifle, didn't I? Like a long rifle. Oh, come on. I wonder if they've upgraded the, Oh, I forgot I've not upgraded the melee. Okay. I was playing a mission earlier and my game crashed right after it. Ooh, not good. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe this build's slightly unstable. I just hope that they fix stuff. It seems like they've been trying to get on top of stuff as soon as they can. They did put out this build a little bit later, but I think they should have delayed it a little bit longer, to be honest, because they've had to do a hotfix on it. But, saying that, it's not bad. Like, at the moment, I've been playing for an hour and I've had no crashes or anything, so that's not too bad. There we go, system override. I do love this other PMC company, which is out to cause problems. They're really cool. They just take the batteries and go. It's like, yep, these are ours, thanks, bye. Oh, okay. And then the moment they take the batteries, the Quarks decide, you know what, we'll come and invade the area. I do love these spinning and flippy style moves. It looks so much cooler than just the standard stuff over and over and over again. So many Quarks. Not got this far yet. Says Lorendal. It's the new stuff at the moment. Like the two new missions, the dam and the wastelands. I'll do the wastelands again in a bit. I'm just trying to survive here. Ooh! The Scramble Gundam has not yet been tweaked. Or rather, I forgot to tweak it, so it's pretty pretty fragile compared to stuff like the Easy 8, which we just tried out. But yeah, I'll try the Wastelands in a little bit, because I played it before against the new boss, and the new boss is really, really cool. I like its design and its moves. I just want to see what it's like fighting it on very hard, because I fought it on, I think, normal? Can't quite tell. The baseline for me with this game is seeing whether you can make almost any suit design work on very hard. Like, if you can get used to it and upgrade your suit, and then have it work on very hard, well then, you know, it's a decent suit. The problem is the upgrade stuff. I feel like people don't upgrade, and when they don't upgrade, it's harder on people to progress and unlock stuff. So, yeah, definitely invest in the upgrade system first before the customization, because it took me a while to do anything because of the upgrade system. Does this mean that the story will involve the other PMC factions with their own agenda, says Matt Wheaton? Possibly. It seems to insinuate that the other PMC will be at least making things a little bit awkward for us in future. Oh. It's almost as if they're going to be a recurring threat. They might even be out for resources for their own reasons, possibly wherever the hideout is or whatever is running low. And they might need the resources because of it. That's what I'm thinking at the moment, because why else would they steal batteries from a dam? I am significantly beat up here at the moment with the Scramble Gundam. I am not doing it any justice, but I am getting a backpack for new parts. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. They're cutting straight through my shield. Right, come on, let's get back in here again. I love the way we get so many extra lives. It's just neat for when you've got a suit that isn't exactly the most durable. I wouldn't say the Scramble Gundam was the weakest suit I've ever played in, but it's not amazing at the moment. It needs that melee upgrade, and it definitely needs its armor tweaking to withstand more stuff. Oh, come on, come on. That moment when you're trying to aim at something in midair with beam sabers, and it's just like, nah. I can't actually tell whether the aiming is a little bit better in this either, because I remember we were saying we had problems with the lock-on the last time. Not having too many problems at the moment. I'm just busy twirling my beam sabers around and cutting everything up. Oh no, that's gonna explode. Oh. I do like the way these generators explode and actively knock you out of overriding the system. It's pretty neat as an idea because it means it's not just easy.
Mission clear.
That reminds me, I need to check out the Scramble Gundam in photo mode. How do we initiate that, like, flippy spin thing? Because that was really cool. I wonder if I can... I was going to see if I could hold down there and initiate it, but we can't. It looks like it's only when targeting enemies, so, okay. The lock-on system, it can be kind of annoying. You can get used to it, it just takes some time. Ah, we got a new backpack there. That's cool. Things that I didn't check out in this update yet are how the different barrels and things affect things, because they've made it now so that different weapon barrels and things have come into effect, so you get like shotguns and things now, which we didn't really have before. Why did I was trying to press Y there and I pressed A instead. I blame the Scramble Gundam here. Trying to get a good shot with it here. Yeah, that one's not too bad. Well, that one suits it a little bit more. Try and fit it like this sort of an angle and then zoom in a little bit. I just noticed that beam effect is slightly off center there. Might be an error. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to put these on Discord later on. Right, let's check out frames here. We'll develop some more stuff in a moment. I'm just going to select that one. Armor. I've tried the shotgun and didn't like it. The minigun is my go-to weapon, says Londell. I love the minigun. I just gotta see what the shotgun is actually like, because I've not used it. That's a new torso. That's interesting. What else we got here? Didn't it say I had a backpack? Ah, there we go. Oh, that's weird. Kind of reminds me of like a space backpack or something, or an underwater one. That is really weird. See what else we got here. I do like the new parts in terms of the thumbnails and the way that they look. I can't wait to see what they're like when I actually unlock them all. Right, let's try frames. Whatever I try here, I've got to upgrade, so might try the transient, because I did like the transient when I brought it out the last time. Let's tune this baby up. He's all glowy and stuff. Right. Pressurized gears is a must go to here, and then Neuralink OS. And then I think, apart from modded steel engine, or let's try that one, Necrium alloy. Yeah, that looks like it's the best for the transient. Hey mate, you can consider trying MechWarrior, says John. The demo for the new one is out. I might try it. I tried MechWarrior ages ago. It was number 4, Mercenaries. It wasn't too bad, but not really my cup of tea. I say that. I play stuff like Steel Battalion, so it's not that it isn't my cup of tea. I'm just sort of possibly not in the mood for it at the moment. I have to say, I do like checking out everything that's mech related. I'll get around to it at some point. Like, this channel is basically built on mech stuff, so... Ah, there we go. The blast barrel is the one response, and the wide blast barrel is another shotgun style one. That one reminds me of, like, the beam spread gun. Okay. So we've got the sabers, and we've got the spear. The GN spear. So... let's get a shot of him again. I love the way he's already in this kind of crazy pose with the Axia stuff. That looks cool, but the problem is you can hardly see him. Off. Put him in that sort of... that sort of pose. And then we just go... go like that. That would be pretty cool. And then what else we got here? Oh. I feel like the transient is better having on a black background just because of how it looks. Let's see about these close-up shots, because some of them will probably look... That looks pretty badass. I'm gonna have to, like, take some of these and put them on my my YouTube videos that I've done previously for this. Oh, jeez, too close, too close. I really hope that they just make a HUD for this, like a button where you can just hide the HUD, because it'd be a lot easier. Okay, so we can try spear bits as well. Oh, there we go. That's the kind of shot you're looking for. Just sending out the spear bits. They should have like a fire effect on at the same time. So actually, you could even get that up close like that. Then you got like the spear bit floating in the background. Then you got the one on the ground. You got another one of him kind of looking over his shoulder. I really do like this with it being in the dark. That looks so cool. Right, let's go mission here. We'll take the transient on the Wrath of the Wastelands. I do like this though. I'm glad I developed the glowing style suits before, because it looks really cool.
Mission start.
Right, so this is the new boss area. It's like, let's get straight into this. I wonder if we can do the oh yeah, you can swing the spear around. That is really cool. thing with the transient is because melee I use the spear for it. It means that the GN spear bits are doing the rest of the work, and all I have to do really is avoid. Love the way we got like a mini boss here. Come on. There we go, he's dead. Love the way we can still like quick switch in between weapons to get more hits in as well. Frame rate's 60 FPS at the moment, that's not too bad. Right, where the heck are we going now? Normally it tells us. If I like miss one of these, and there we go. Missed this guy over here. Just realised I brought a melee weapon to a boss fight which primarily has a giant ass beam cannon on the front of it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. At least my suit's a little bit more durable. I say that, and then next minute my shield comes off there. Not good. The Harry has been shot down again. Just try and take him out as quickly as possible here. Hopefully I can keep most of my health as well. I love the way I'm just wading into all of these guys. Thing is, I'm not really getting the combo damage because I'm not finishing one. I try and finish a combo and get absolutely pounded. Oof! Spawn in and really like get jumped on. Come on. I knew I was going to have a little bit of trouble with this level anyway because it was being very hard, but trying to finish off a combo with the spear is not exactly the best. Hey Joshua! Oop. Oh, what? What happened there? Oof. Well, at least I'm up in the air so the other guys can't get me. I actually want to know what happened there, because I'm having more trouble with standard Quarks than I am with anything else at the moment. Might have to bring heavy arms back in here. Nope. See that big boy trying to jump there. There we go, we managed to land a combo, which did extra damage. Oh, there we go. Which MS is that designed from, says Joshua? This would be the Transient Gundam from Build Divers. Not Build Divers, Build Fighters, sorry. Should try and do the Core Gundam. Yeah, I've tried that, do the Core Gundam and do the different packs. That'd be pretty neat to actually try out, considering the new season's out. The problem I have here now in this fight is not only does he have a big beam cannon and explosions that he can create. The other problem is he has a lot of minions. Maybe I should just focus on him more than anything else. That moment where he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna beam your face off, and all you're trying to do is just land some hits on him. Oh, trying to get some extra damage in, and it is not going well here. At least I got his head crest off at the moment. Oh, I just noticed his, yeah, his allies just wrecked me there. God damn, right. So I can't do that mission with the Transient Gundam. I just get absolutely annihilated. Let's see. How do you get the energy sword? I just made it. Let's select here, see what I can unlock, and then I'll go back and choose some of my other units, because I did the scythe as well. So do I not get any of that stuff that I picked up purely because I failed that mission? I think that might be the case. God damn it, I was unlocking a load of stuff there. Right, so nothing with melee is going to work. Let's try... let's try heavy arms again. I know heavy arms works. It's either that or I go like freedom. Actually, wait. I could try the strike out. Death Scythe, Wing, Destiny, Freedom. Let's try the strike Gundam out. Unpressurized gears, that should do. I'm just checking what weapons I had on this thing again. Anti-ship sword, yep, this is fine. Launcher, that's fine. Rifle, that is fine. And then I had two missiles? Yeah, large and small. These were all based on the different packs. So let's just take photographs of this as well. I'm slowly going through and making so many different suits here. Let's try... Oh. Take that off. Nope, nope. Take it off. Oh. That moment where I'm trying to put the beam rifle on. Just the standard-ass beam rifle. Let's try some poses here first. Oh. What missions did you do? I've done all of them. It's just I'm going through and grinding out some parts now. Hey, that's kind of like Seed. If you put it at that kind of an angle. I don't know what... That looks okay with the strike, I think. Maybe that one. Or that one. I feel like that one works pretty well. Maybe have it like that, or... There we go. Let's try that. Can't wait for PvP, says EB13K. It'll be interesting seeing how PvP is. I want to do co-op. Let's try this. If this doesn't work... If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to try the Freedom. The Freedom has a little bit more firepower, but think it has a shotgun on it, which I need to change because of it should have a railgun. But the barrel has been updated since.
Mission start.
Okay. There we go, there's that extra damage that I was after. Plus having extra warheads and things will help here on the strike. Let's use the anti-ship sword there. I have a feeling that if I can get these guys over here with the anti-ship sword, and then just keep playing poke at him with the ranged weapons, this should be good. Let's use the launcher pack here. Come on, reload. Trying to get that big guy so I can deal with the other ones. Right. I do like how some of these have different moves now. Because I don't remember the big guys having like that crazy ass long range lunge. There we go. Getting some extra armor here that I wanted. We'll keep the launcher packs like multi-missiles on here because it's a lot better for dealing with enemies. That's the strike, right? Says Matt. Yeah, it's the closest I can get to the strike in this game. It's got all the packs on it though. The way that I built up its weapons was that I said like, look, I've got the standard strike here, but when you flick between its items, it puts the different packs on one at a time. So now we've got the launcher pack on, which has what would have in Seed the machine gun on the shoulders, or instead there's missiles on this because it doesn't have a machine gun. And then we've got the actual beam weapon itself is like this like projectile weapon that they've got in M.A.S.S Builder. And then because you can't take the missile packs off though, kind of leaves them just floating on the shoulders. Then we've got the was it the sword striker pack with the anti-ship sword. I mean, you could say it was the perfect strike because of it using all the packs at once. Trying to stay away from these as much as possible so I can keep as much of that health that I can get for the boss. Do love all the little like strands of grass, or like blades of grass that you can see here. Looks so good. Joshua says, I think you've done well designing the MS. X's chest looks very good. I did try and get that glow from the GN. The GN energy particles that come out of it in the center. Like I'm all over the place here because I'm trying to talk. I'm getting ambushed. Like it's a lot of just using the emissive stuff in the game to make it look as though it's accurate to the source material. I can't wait to try out some of the new stuff from Re-Rise. Because I need to make more of an effort to play this game again now that they've done the update and we've got new items and I can constantly upgrade. Well, I want to be on top of all the upgrades for the next update, so I have a feeling the next update will probably be around like February or March. So before then, I want to try and play this, build a load more mobile suits, and see what we can actually do. You know, see if we can fully upgrade everything and see how much money we can get. Because before I had like an extra, before stream I had like an extra 100,000, and now I've got to go all over again to continue getting that money. But if I keep doing the build streams, then we'll get that money back, no problem. Like, this is just to see if we can grind for some more of the new parts. And then once we've got the new parts, then we can do more build streams for different suits. Also, I need to come up with new ideas, so... The good thing is, Gundam always has this large pool of material that you can draw from in terms of inspiration for trying to make new suits in this game. And I've already made a load in the demo version ages ago. It's cool just trying to see what works and what doesn't. I realised I've not used the standard beam saber for a while either. I've just like sat here with it, and instead I'm using the anti-ship sword. Dynamas. I think I've made Dynamas before. It might have been in the demo version, but I have to try it again. I swear I made it. It was either that or Karadim, I think it was. But yeah, some designs work, others don't, so it's kind of a case of trying to figure out what will and won't work. I think that's part of the fun with this game at the moment, is just going through that and figuring out what will and won't work. Because I mean, we've done 3 units from G Gundam as well. We did the Shining, the God Gundam, and the Master Gundam. They look pretty cool. If they add more larger parts, and I might even be able to get away with doing the Devil Gundam. Right, let's just hit him with everything we've got from the very start. He's a really big boy. If he's like the other boss fight, if we just focus on him, then everything else should die after he's dead. It's a shame his beam can't damage his allies. That would be really handy. Oh, jeez. That moment where it says you're out of fuel. And press the wrong button here. Yeah, I'm out of multi-missiles, which is not good because I like spamming multi-missiles. Out of energy as well. Great. So we're going to go all melee here. Use the anti-ship sword and just see how much of a chunk of his health we can take out. Keeps moving. He keeps moving and his allies keep hitting me here. There we go, I got a missile pack. Those are some large missiles, so those should do a bit of extra damage. Ooh! Oh, he's regained his shield now. Oh, I forgot he does this thing where everything explodes, so we'll just sit up here and avoid him. I didn't want to aim over here, but apparently the game said I do, so... Looks like I'm going for his cronies. Maybe we can get some more ammo off. There we go. I'm doing alright so far, considering this is on very hard compared to the previous time. I do like the way it puts you in this kind of arena area and allows you to kind of go wherever you want inside it, so you can easily avoid his AoE attack. Ooh. On the other hand, if you get blindsided by some of his explosions or his beam, well then, you might end up getting screwed over a little bit. Come on. Health's going down slowly here. That. Oh, we're so close to downing him. Oh crap. No! Oh! I took one life there. And that moment you think, right, I've got him, and then next thing he just wrecks it. Oh, jeez. And now I've lost momentum. Can we only aim for his leg here? It's like not letting me target anywhere else. Oh, now it is. Got a little greedy, says Joshua. Yeah, I think it's just because I was all over him. I was like, you know what, I'll continue here, see what happens. Just get absolutely nuked. I do like this boss though, it's so cool. Say that and then he jumps out of the way and gets really annoying when I'm trying to get him with the missiles. Ooh, no, no. Right, let's try this again with the missiles. I'm going for it. He's on low. There we go. There we go. Managed to hit him with the beam saber at the end there. Now hopefully I've unlocked some of these parts. This is a lot of upgrade material as well. Oh, everyone in chat says GG. Thanks everyone. That was a crazy moment trying to fight him though. He's a little bit awkward. He's a little bit more awkward. Not the awkwardest one. That one would be the bat thing in the ice level. That takes a little bit more hits. Let's try and get a good shot here. Let's 2, 1. Oh, I wanted to get a shot of it from the front doing that because that would have been so cool. But instead he just like side shot with the anti-ship sword. Okay, so we've got a couple of new things that we've grinded for here. I'm gonna have to try that again, though. That's the mission that crashed on me, says Lorundle. That's strange, that. Oh, the bat in the ice. I'm gonna have to try that one at some point again. Oh, here's the other ones that we worked on. We did Limitless, which was the first suit I made. And then the Unicorn. And then we got Limitless Mark III, which is me messing around with the customization system again. Let's take the Freedom out. Because I know I messed up before. We should be able to make the Freedom work here. Still wish I had the Akatsuki. I'm going to have to see why I don't have the Akatsuki, because I spent ages developing that thing. I can always just change the backpack on it. That would be, I think, the best thing to do at this point. Change the backpack so I can have some extra stuff on it. What level are you playing on? I'm playing on very hard. Because you need to do that to unlock some of the new items. Right, we've got the dual beam saber. Here we go, the railgun. The railgun was different because of me changing the barrel on it. Let's see here. The railgun was meant to be designed after... There we go. That looks a little bit better compared to the source material. And then for the barrel, I see why. We've picked the spread barrel. This wasn't a spread barrel before, so we're going to have to change it. Maybe to the shock absorb barrel. That looks kind of accurate still. Or... Trying to see what we got here. Some of this will look too big and bulky. Okay, that one will work. Actually, no. I was gonna say shotgun might work on it because of how it is, but no, we'll keep all this. I do have new generator. Is this only on PC? Yes, at the moment. They are considering bringing it out on consoles eventually. They did say that when we did a podcast with them ages ago. Well, not a podcast, like a stream, and they came in and talked to us. They do a lot of that, just like coming into my streams and just checking everything out and then talking to people. So we found a lot of like pre-release information from them that way. Let's see, we've got the railgun, the beam rifle. Come on, We got the backpack, which has the missiles on it. The missiles are supposed to be a replacement for some of the other stuff. We're not going to have the guarded unit weapons. And then we've got the twin beam saber here, so let's get rid of the backpack. And then let's pose this baby up and see whether we can get a good pose out of him. That doesn't look too bad. That one, trying to get something that looks accurate to the Freedom. Maybe that one, but it'd be better if it was flying. I think the best one's going to be that one. Or even that one. Really do hope that they add more in future. Let's do that. Zoom in a little bit. Take photo. Right, so mission. Very hard on the wastelands again. Does beam sabers do more damage? Not really. The beam sabers themselves are just the normal swords edited. So it's more your weapon parts that, you know, like your upgrade parts than anything else that influence how much damage you do. I'm going to use the double-ended beam saber here just for the sake of it. Oh, come on. There we go. Like that added weapon part that gives me way more damage is it's a lot better there now. Because it makes plowing through enemies a little bit easier. Well, get in a group. If they can group up, I'd be really happy. Oh, I'm free-handing it there with the dual beam sabers. There we go. If I can get good at this level, then using this suit, or at least a couple of them that I've been using, then I can easily make a load of money and get those new parts. Some of the other levels I might have to go back through as well to find out what I can grind out some of the other ones. Group up. That's more like it. Group them up and then shoot a bunch of large missiles into them. Love the way the frame rate dipped by like 20 frames there because of all the explosions on screen. This isn't going too bad so far. Oh. This guy's all on his own, so he's getting wrecked. Enemies kind of reminded me of Hollows from Bleach, says Joshua. That was the first thing that I thought. That or the enemies from Ruby. What are they? The Grim or something? Yeah, the Grim. Kind of a little bit of both, because I think the Grim are actually based on the Hollows from Bleach. Just dropping a ton of missiles there. This is fine. Everything is fine. Just go in between all of these, and then just missile. Jump around here, see if I can continue getting things, just zapping him with all these weapons. There we go, we're managing to stay alive a little bit better this time. I say that, we get hit by that big boy over there. Come on. I'm really spamming all these missiles here. Kind of crazy, but I mean it works, so... Yeah, in terms of like Grim or Hollows, you know, from Bleach, the Grim and Hollows are more or less the same, just entities that have like a dark skin tone that wear either white masks or look like they have white masks that are all different varieties of shapes and sizes and look very weird from being based on certain animals to just incredibly bestial. It's the same concept, more or less. Yeah. I feel like if Monty turned around and said, you know what, during the time that I worked on everything, at any point, by the way, if Monty had turned around and said, look, during the time when I worked on everything, the inspiration that I took was from Bleach, I would totally understand, you know, because Monty watched a load of anime. So there's the unmanned Harrier. Love the way I ran out of fuel though, so it's like, quick, I'll just boost hop. See if I can get over there. Okay, now we can see how the freedom's up against this big boy. Oh, he's immune for the moment when he comes out there. I watch anime while I'm working, says Lauren Bull. I mean, it's all good. Watch anime whenever you can. Oh crap. I just realised I'm on really low health here as well. Oh, if he gets me even once. Oh, come on. If I can keep my shield up here and get some energy back and constantly chip away at his health. I'm managing it so far, that's not too bad. His little minions are getting in the way here though. Let's go for that. Oh jeez. That there so I can... Oh no! No, I was trying to get more hits in there and his friends got me. I was trying to get aiming system. I want to aim for the boss and aiming for everybody else instead. I always find myself dying to this boss at least once. It's pretty crazy. Ooh, didn't want to do that, didn't want to do that. Just lost a load of health and shield. Ooh! Oh crap. No. Yeah. You can see his friends trying to ambush me here. Oh, here it comes, here it comes. Oh, there's some stuff over there. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Ooh. Oh. That stomp attack is by far his most damaging attack, I think. Based on what I've experienced. You'd think his most powerful attack would be that beam attack, but he's spamming it that much. No, that doesn't seem like it is. The thing is, I'm trying to save my missiles for when he's... There we go. His crest is off, because then I can do more damage. Oh no, stop. There we go, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let's see what we got. We have a load of upgrade stuff here,
Mission
like
clear.
credits and other things. I can't wait to see what I've unlocked here, if anything. Poor Freedom, though, it's absolutely annihilated. Again. I love the way we can, like, freely roam around here now, though. Just landing on top of this base here, and then... Hey! We get, like, a flight sort of pose at the end there. Okay, so we've got a couple of body parts that seem to be complete at the moment. Trying to get more of the Kaiser stuff here, because that's the new stuff. To be honest, I thought they would have locked it behind all the new levels, but it seems like they might have actually thrown it in all the levels to make people go back and play through all of them again. It does make sense. Let's see what we got here. Face armor, I've almost got one of the new mono eyes. Head armor, we got one set last time. Backpack, nothing else on the waists unit, we got one of those. Interesting, to say the least, without making any crude jokes. Okay. I mean, I could totally go there with the crude jokes, but we'll leave it for now. Right, so still not unlocked anything there. Not too much anyway. Let's see weapon-wise what we got. He's happy to see you, says Joshua. So we're getting more of the katana blades and stuff now. I can always try and make those into beam sabers. I think they might look pretty cool. When I get some more of the rounded items, I might be able to make some convincing IBO suits. I think I've got everything else here now. Apart from like the odd item here and there, it's just the new parts. It's annoying because I thought after like 2 hours I would have had everything here, but clearly not. Let's go back through some of the other levels here. We'll take Exia for a spin. Have I got anything armor-wise that would make Exia's chest look better here? Front of the chest. There. Does that look better? No, it doesn't. It looks terrible. I thought, you know what, some of the new parts might look better. No. Terrible. Right, let's keep Exia as he is. Let's just tune him up a little bit. Okay, so that one gives me increased melee. That one gives me increased accuracy and shield. Like 3,000 to the shield there, that's great. Physical damage plus 600. And then that. That should make Exia better. Photography mode. What's Exia's backpack like? Small one. I couldn't do anything else about that, so it's just got a default one. Alright, let's see. GN rifle. Yeah, I remember making that. And then we've got GN sword, GN short sword, GN beam saber, GN beam dagger. Let's try the sword. I don't think I gave him missile pods. No, I didn't. And I didn't give him bits either. Well, let's try. I love the way the thruster effect's on, but you can't actually see it there because of the lack of a backpack. That does look pretty cool. Love the reflective blade there. When's the multiplayer coming out? Not so sure. Ah, that'll be a really good pose. If we do, what was it? Not triangle. If we go like that, we try and get the reflectiveness of the blade in shot there. Because I know it's a chromed up blade. Why is that not chrome on the other side? Huh. Potential issue there. Devs, I have a problem. My sword is not chromed on both sides. Josh Gaming says, do you remember me? I do remember seeing the username. It is familiar. Is Exia or 00 the one that has a fighter on its back? No. The Exia is meant to have a GN generator on the back. Like a particle generator, but the problem is you can't get that in this game. Let's try that one again. The 00 Riser is the one that has the fighter on its back. Yeah. I have a feeling that if I play these damn missions over and over and over again, then I might eventually get the items I'm after. It's either that or I'll go on some of the other levels. I might go on the starting level in a moment and just see how much we can carve up now with something like Death Scythe or whatever. Because I really do like Death Scythe in this. It just looks so good. As for the whole thing about 00 in chat, 00 is a really good series. Oh crap. Right, we're getting some armor by the look of it here. Would be cool if this had a true mobile suit story, says Josh T Gaming. Or J-Tosh Gaming, sorry, I messed that up there. I'm trying to say everything way too fast. I think the story that it's got so far is pretty fun. It's just kind of this sort of light-hearted romp at the moment. It's not too bad in terms of like how it's going. I want to see where it goes though. IBO is pretty good. I like how beam weight weapons are ancient tech. I do like IBO as well. Like our most recent seasons of Gundam, IBO and not so much 00, but 00 was good anyway. But IBO is pretty good as well. Oh crap! That moment where you're trying to use a suit that only has melee weapons to lock onto everything. Looks like I'm gonna have to freehand it. Right, let's. Yeah, because I'm getting absolutely wrecked here. Can we just take the lock-on system off for a moment so I can freehand this? Game's like, no, you will lock onto things. Let's just keep moving here. Ooh, not good, not good. If I switch up between weapons here, I should be fine, hopefully. Ooh. Come on. Where you at? Oh, he's flying. It's always harder to hit flying enemies in this with melee weapons for obvious reasons. I hate the teleporting guys, they're the most annoying. Oh! I say that and then we got this big brute guy that's actually putting up more of a challenge. That seems to do a bit more damage to him. I've got to stay on the move here now because of the AoE attack that this guy has. Oh, come on. Not doing too bad at the moment. Oh, come on. Can you just come down a little bit more? Oh, nice. I didn't even realise I had like an upper slash thing. Right, can we... Oh, I thought it was... Yeah, I am near the generator. For some reason, I couldn't override it then. That was weird. Maybe because there are enemies nearby it. Ooh. That moment where you're starting to panic because the countdown time is on the screen and you've got a load of stuff on you and you only have a little bit of health and shield left. It's fine. We'll deal with this, right? There you go, he's dead. I do love using the large GN sword here. I just wish I could get like a shield on the other hand to make it look really good, but I think they said they were going to include shields at some point. I'll have to upload, or rather I'll have to update this build again when they do that. I distinctly remember them saying they were going to drop shields at some point in future, or they were considering them at least. There was so much that we went over in the earlier streams. How many Gundam shows are there? Too many. You never thought of playing the new Gundam game that comes out at the end of November, says Joshua. You mean the SD one? Yeah, I think it's like the SD one. SD Cross-Rays G Generations. I have. I just need to actually get it. But then again, I'm playing so much at this point. Because like, I've still got to beat Death Stranding as well. Oh. Everybody's been asking me to play G Generations and, or Cross-Rays. And I really do like the look of it. It's just a case of, 1, finding the money. 2, finding the time. And, also trying to complete all the games at the same time. Thing is with Death Stranding, it's like it's such an immersive game, or rather it takes such a long time to do certain things on it. You can easily spend like over 100 hours in that game. Come on. Yeah, Crossrays was the one that they showed off at the same event that they said they were going to have an update on GBO2, and then they showed nothing. Just get to run across the top of the dam like this now and just like, yeah. I do love the materials, the way that the dam looks really kind of crazy in terms of worn out and stuff. Still think you shouldn't have like a invisible wall here. You should have it so that players can fly off and die, but that's just me. I do like that kind of shockwave that you can see forming behind the suit when it boosts through the air like that. Let's see what we got here. 50% of Kaiser's waist and arm. All the Kaiser stuff is new, so I want to try and get that. So let's do this again with like Death Scythe or something. It's either Death Scythe or I'll do it with another unit. Got the God Gundam, the Master Gundam, Shining Gundam, Heavy Arms, Death Scythe, and Wing. Let's try Death Scythe again. I'm partial to a complete edgelord with a beam scythe, and he does look really cool in photography mode. So let's go here. Really do love the original version of Death Scythe. This one, the same one that they made a figure out of recently. Looks so cool. I just wish we'd get a HG of it. Oh. Because I prefer the original design to the
Mission start.
The more crazier upgrade. Come on. Get stuck in and do all this melee damage. Nope. Whoop. No. That moment where I'm doing way too much up front there. What's the Black Gundam from Age? That is the Dark Hound. What's your favourite Gundam series, Moody? Wing. I think I've mentioned it a couple of times. I do like Wing, but not as much as I used to. Like, I watched Wing when it was first airing over here on Toonami as a kid. And You know, even though I have a soft spot for Wing because of nostalgia and stuff, I think in terms of like story and everything, I much prefer some of the other stuff that I saw later on. Like, I do prefer G over Wing, and that's only because G is sort of this more fun romp of just, you know, like every other day there's a different enemy to beat up, and then slowly progressing through the tournament arcs until you get to the end, and then it's the stereotypical hero's gotta save the girl kind of story. I like that because it's straightforward, you know where it's going, it's not too complicated, and as a result you can just sit back and enjoy the action and the story. So I really like G. After G, I would normally say Double O, just because I like the way that Double O is a little bit more action-packed. It's a lot more involved than some of the other seasons in terms of some of the stuff going on that they reveal later on in like Season 2, or at the end of Season 1. But, saying that, I like 8th Team as well. Like, in my top 3 are Double O, 8th Team, and G, just for how much fun they are to watch. Like, I can re-watch them over and over and over again. Wing, on the other hand, the only time I've ever re-watched Wing was the last arc where they have the fight around Libra. I mean, the thing is, it's hard for me to even remember some of the stuff that took place in Wing because I've not watched it repeatedly. I'm watching the abridged version at the moment that some of the guys are creating on YouTube, and that's reminding me of what happened in it. But yeah, I as a kid or as a teenager, I could have told you way more about Wing, but now it's all about G, 8th Team, and Double O for me, and then close behind Double O is IBO for me, because I really liked IBO, but it's one of those where I've not gone back and rewatched it yet. I just feel like with Wing, it was okay, but they definitely went... I think you see it more when you've become accustomed to like the tropes and stuff. I didn't notice it so much as a kid compared to now, but they definitely overdid the whole boy band kind of thing, and I don't mean that like, literally. I just mean like every other season has had mostly male protagonists, but the way they interact with each other in Wing seems, I don't know, it just seems weird compared to how some of the guys react in other seasons. Like in IBO, everyone's kind of, I'd say, a little bit more serious about the situation, you know, whereas the guys in Wing constantly seem to be depressed, just seem to be talking about their feelings a lot, and I don't like that. Then again, it could be worse. It could be Seed's character development and stuff. Like, I'm honest to God, I have never finished watching Seed because I got up to like episode 12 and then just got bored. You know, like Seed just, I don't like it. When characters are too busy talking about the feelings and not fighting in the machines, well, it just puts me off a little bit. I do like character development and all, but when like every other episode is, oh, I've got these problems, here's my feelings, you know, it's just like, seriously, just, if you're gonna be serious, do it other than just being slightly effeminate, you know. I just feel like with mecha shows, they should get straight to the action. I think the most off-putting characters for me in Wing were like Katra, specifically, and then Troa. Just because Troa, you never find too much about him, and he's more or less like a blank slate. Hero, you can do the whole meme thing of being like, I'll kill you, every other episode. Wu Fei is just amusing because he's a walking, talking meme for sexism at the start of the show. And they never, in the English version, go over how he's had a very important loss in his life before the story takes off. You know, they never go over that. That gives more depth to his character. That really upsets me. Yeah, all the stupid stuff that I don't like is where characters constantly refuse to get in the Gundam, you know, get in the giant robot, like the Evangelion meme stuff, you know, like Shinji get in the giant robot. I prefer characters that understand the situation and just immediately jump to action. I mean, like with IBO, Mika's just like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna defend everybody. Whereas, like, Kira and some of the other characters would spend way too long just moping and being like, oh no, we're under attack again, why do I always have to get in the mobile suit? It's like, dude, we've already established this like 10 episodes ago, if you don't get in the suit, people die. And he's like, but I'm not so sure. It's just like, bitch, shut up and get in the suit. You know? I get annoyed when it seems like characters don't learn anything or learn stuff one episode and then go back on it the next. It's just infuriating. You'd think they'd learn and like with, I think when I was doing the reviews for Seed, the one thing that annoyed me was Kira learns very early on, like episode 2 and 3, that if he wants to save his friends in Heliopolis, then he's gonna have to get in the Gundam whether he likes it or not. And then when he saves them and they turn around and go, look, you're gonna have to pilot again, he complains then. Then he gets put in another situation where it's like, no, you really need to get in the Gundam again. And he just goes through this constant sort of backwards and forwards of, I don't want to get in the Gundam, your friends are gonna die. Okay, I'm in the Gundam, but I'm not happy about it. By the end of the episode, okay, looks like I might continue to pilot Gundam. Episode after that, oh no, I need to get in the Gundam again. It's just like, are you kidding me? We've been through this already. You know, it's pathetic. I mean, with Wu Fei, at least they only did it, like, from what I remember, 1 or 2 episodes in Wing, where he's not so sure about piloting, and Sally's like, well, you know what? The cost of war is life, so, you know, and she teaches him about what happens when he doesn't take action, because most of the men end up dying in, I think it's episode 8 or something. Whereas, like, that one episode just shows he's depressed, and there are other things that lead to his depression as well before this that you never get to find out in the English version. But Kira, man, Kira takes the piss. He really does, in terms of just being, like, constantly whining and then not getting it. And then you have Mika and Akihiro that are constantly just like, okay, when can I get in the Gundam again? You know, it's just infuriating. I understand characters are emotional, especially if they haven't got a military background, and that would differentiate Kira from, like, Akihiro or Mika, and that they have a background in being in, like, a PMC. But, yeah, Kira's way too much of a character that just constantly goes back and never really learns, you know. And then his second arc for his character is literally just, we can't kill anyone. It's like, well, you've kind of done that a lot at the beginning of the show, you know, so you've kind of screwed that one over. I just feel like with writing, in terms of characters and stuff like that, IBO and 00 definitely did it better with characters that are more determined to just take action. Like, one of the more interesting points that was made in 00 for me, anyway, was when Lock-On originally in Season 1 comes to the realization that he's basically just as bad as the guy that pilots the drones. I'm trying to remember. Setsuna's mentor. I can't remember his name. God, it eludes me for the moment because I'm freaking out in game. The terrorist guy. It's like he's almost as bad for what he's doing. It's just he's taking a different path, and he's like, yeah, I'll atone for it later on. You know. Joshua says, Moody is like a man who takes action. You could easily fill in that with the Dr. Tran meme. You know, he is a man of action. He is a man of honor. He is a doctor. Ali Al-Sashes, yeah, that's it. Like, Ali Al-Sashes is just an absolute psychopath, but Lock-On isn't. you know, Lock-On has a cause to fight for that's actually just. Aliel Sanchez is just known for being a psychopath throughout all of 00, so that's what makes them different, but it at least makes Lock-On think about his position and what they're actually doing, which was kind of neat towards the end of Season 1. And then Aliens. Come on, don't hit me while I'm doing this. Oh, you son of a... The thing with the Aliens plot is even though it came out of left field for 00, I didn't really mind it too much. Then again, saying that, I think it's just because my experience with anime is literally if you have over-the-top fights and at least some sort of plot line to justify why you're having these over-the-top fights, I don't really mind. It's like, it's fine, I'll enjoy it. I am a basic man who likes his fight scenes or his action sequences as long as they're done really well. Saying that, didn't they announced ages ago that they were doing like, what, 00 Season 3 or something? I need to see if that's actually still a thing. Because I've not heard anything about that in ages. I swear, like, on Chan and a bunch of other websites, they were throwing around, like, art and stuff for it. Because I always keep track of, like, websites like that so I can see, and I don't know whether it was Chan just doing its usual thing of trolling everybody by saying, like, oh, look, we've got another season of 00 coming out, but... It's one of those things where I like keeping track of everything that goes on to do with, like, mech shows on Gundam and stuff, because then I can stay in the know for when people ask me, but... I hope we're getting to Season 3, because they showed off, like, a load of artwork to do with, like, new suits, and Graham apparently coming back as, like, a, M.A.S.S or something. It's like, wait, what? See, I don't know where they take the storyline with that if they did do a Season 3, but if it's true, you know, I will like Season 3 of 00 if it's true. I'll have to ask everybody on Discord after this, just be like, guys, are we being trolled here or not? Because I'm kind of holding out for Season 3, just like, when are they going to make it? Then again, as long as they don't do Frozen Teardrop animated, I'm fine. Because Frozen Teardrop was stupid. For anyone who doesn't know, Frozen Teardrop was an extended storyline to Wing, which, it's fanfiction level writing, and you know when it's bad when it comes from me? It's like, there's bad, and then there's Frozen Teardrop, where every other character is basically a clone of the originals, but just with like a slightly changed name and a more edgier version of their original suit. And it's on Mars, because, you know, space travel. Just, I don't like Frozen Teardrop. It's like Wu Fei piloting a triple-headed white Epion or some stupid stuff. It's like, wait, what? It's like, why did we even need a continuation to Wing after Endless Waltz? You know, technically we didn't even need the Endless Waltz. Try and use the missiles here. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got a semi-action shot there of him firing a bunch of missiles. That was cool. Alright, we're getting some of these new things now. See if we can unlock some more of these. As long as they keep the same style and not do something like Knights of Sidonia. If I remember rightly, the way that they did it, they had a couple of Gundams that were designed, and the only thing that you saw was kind of like some crossbone looking thing, where one of them had like a giant like bow, and I think the Death Scythe version had like an even larger scythe that looked like the one off the Endless Waltz, but then they had like cloaks on that made them look like they were just sort of not exactly spooky, but they were trying to hide their identity and stuff on Mars. And it's like, I don't get where this is going. It's weird. You can't see the faces, you know, they look like they're doing some weird cosplay with the Gundams. Slowly getting some stuff here. But yeah, if you want to see what I'm on about, so it doesn't sound like I'm completely just making this stuff up, go online and just look for Frozen Teardrop artwork, because it's really weird. It's like they've been apparently doing the some of the designs for the suits for ages, and one of them in particular was like, what was it, the Snow White Gundam or something, which is meant to be the upgrade of the Wing Zero that has like some kind of extra wing system on it. But they've been trying to do it for ages. They recently showed off like a metal build version of it, and it's just the Wing Zero with extra sort of wings on the bottom near its waist. It's just like, oh, this is really creative. You're getting so creative. I think if I remember rightly as well, it has like extra like bits that can fly around that shoot stuff, and it has the dry Zwerg again that you can attach to the Buster rifle. It feels like they were really reaching. It's like, okay, we need another version of Wing Zero. Let's just put more wings on it. What? Let's try the RX-78 here. Definitely seems like the way to go at the moment. I might actually drop some money on some upgrades here. We shall see. Davisu says, Wing Zero Custom had more wings than ever needed in the first place. I don't get what was going on with the feather wings. I get it's an elaborate design and everything. It's just, I don't know. I still prefer the TV designs of the wingsuits to the Endless Waltz ones. The Endless Waltz ones, as cool as they are, just seem like they take the themes and go really overboard with them.
Mission start.
Oh, I remember I had the beam javelin and the Gundam hammer on this now. Okay. I should have the beam rifle, and I might have a hyper bazooka, I'm not too sure. What is even Sandrock? Endless Waltz Armadillo, says Joshua. I think we just saw Sandrock in a cape. I can't even remember where he wore a cape in the TV show or not. I don't think he did. But like, they put Sandrock in a cloak and thought, you know what, it looks cool. And then they're like, you know what, we'll just give him an armored cape instead. You should join the Cool Capes Club with Trey's 9 and Zax out of the latest Abridged episode. Sandrock Custom had a cloak in the Endless Waltz movie for all of 10 seconds. Yeah, that was when they were leaving the meteor that was on its way into the sun, if I remember rightly. I saw that they had a Cape Club posters on the wall, or Cape Club, says Joshua. I love Wing Abridged. It's so amusing. I like the way they're doing it. I like the way they actually linked in episode 0 as well, which went over, like I was on about before, Wu Fei's loss of his wife before Wing even starts. And they don't even tell you this in Wing's English dub or just in general, so when you watch it for the first time and he's constantly chattering about how Nataku is like the most amazing fighter in his colony and how he's just depressed for some strange reason and it's just because he's lost to Trace. It's like, it makes no sense, and then you realise after finding out the episode 0 stuff, it's like, yeah, it's because basically when his wife died, he named his suit after his wife. You know, and he's still going through the grieving process. It's like, dude, I feel sorry for him now, but it would have made so much more sense to mention this at least somewhere, you know, instead of it being additional material, because it's kind of relevant. Because you just kind of go into Wing on first viewing thinking that Wu-Fei is just some mindless sexist, you know. It's just, pretty stupid. Fiancé, not wife, says Devicia. Sorry, sorry. You get what I mean, though? It's like, it's relevant to who he is as a character. It's why he comes across as depressed most of the time in Wing. And I don't see why they left that out. The worst part about that for me as well is I only found out that basically from the, like, having to look up stuff when I was watching the abridged version recently. It's like, wait a minute, who's that? And then I'm looking through and it's like, yeah, it's his partner, you know. And the next minute I'm reading up about it, it's just like, this is crucial. This gives his character more depth. Why was this not included originally? There we go, override. I'm hoping, after like 3 hours worth of grinding, I'm gonna get all these stuff. Probably thought that the subtext would be clear if the viewer pays attention. I mean, I was trying to pay attention, but as a kid, you're more or less too busy focused on the giant robot battles and then Dragon Ball Z following it afterwards, you know. And I've already said I haven't rewatched since, so... Oop. Well, I see. You can lure them into the batteries and then that downs them. Right.
Mission clear.
So upgrading the RX-78 were there. I might have to try the Mark II as well. That'd be cool to try. Wouldn't be too much different to this, but the different colour scheme might be good. Is Turn A kind of linked to UC, says Joshua? Honestly, I don't know. Not seen anything of Turn A. I know of it. It's like most casual fans ever know of the rest of the Gundam series, but probably haven't watched all of it. Joshua says, you're 10 years old watching Wing Episode 1. Mum walks in, Wu-Fei's like, you're weak because you're a woman. Devici says, I paid attention in later revisits of the show and I still wonder what crap I saw in it beyond the action and the designs. See, if I rewatch it, I'll probably get more of it, but as a teenager, I was just kind of like, oh, it's this new thing, it's got robots in it. I just kind of watch it, and I got like half of it, and then the rest of it was just me kind of fascinated at it's this new thing that I've never really seen before, and it's really good, you know. Mainly because of at the time, the only other stuff I'd watched anime-wise was Pokemon, so then you've got Gundam, Pokemon, and Dragon Ball all at the same time, when they were originally first airing, and it's just like, okay, this is anime overload, this is crazy, you know, it's really cool. Let's see what I've unlocked here, if anything. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we're slowly unlocking this stuff now. It's kind of annoying. I can't wait to see if we get the legs, the larger legs here that look like Dom's legs, but don't know where we'll get them from yet. I'm gonna take the Easy 8 out again, because I do like the Easy 8. There's Mono Eyes now, says Joshua. Yeah, we mentioned originally that they needed more Mono Eye stuff. So they turned around and gone, yeah, we'll invite more. Or we'll invent more and put them in. Right, let's see if I can get more of these Kaiser parts off these other levels here. Because I'm sick of going through the same 2 missions over and over and over again. I think the episode that hooked me in the first place was Hero's Self-Destruct episode, says Devicia. I remember seeing all the trailers and just getting hooked on the Toonami trailers. It was so good. And then next minute they come out, well, the episodes start coming out just before Dragon Ball Z, if I remember rightly. It was either before or after. The way that it worked is that you'd have like evening food, depending on what you call that, based on where you are in the world. For British people, it's tea normally. It's not just like the drinking tea; it's actual tea time, which is like 5 o'clock in the evening, and there'd always be, I think it was Dragon Ball first. It'd be Dragon Ball, and then Gundam Wing after Dragon Ball. So it'd be like Dragon Ball at 5:30 until 6, and then 6 o'clock till 6:30 was Gundam Wing, if I remember rightly. I know it was roughly around that time, because I remember always having food and watching Dragon Ball, and then my parents got annoyed at me because it's just like, dude, can we not watch something else? I'm like, I'm watching Dragon Ball, leave me alone. And then it's like, okay, we'll clean up, you know, after food, and then everybody's cleaning up. I'm busy watching Gundam Wing. Voltronimus Prime says, the only thing that's more upsetting than the deleted scenes that let us learn more about the characters and enjoy the interactions are the deleted scenes that contain necessary characterization or plot details. Yes, I don't like it when shows leave out that kind of stuff and do it as like additional material. I absolutely hate it. You know, so much of it was more like they didn't have context until they wrote the manga, says Devicia. Either way, they left stuff out, or rather, they didn't develop it enough. I wish they did, you know. It's like when you left searching through other materials or stuff for actual sort of clarity on what the plot is, well, then you've pretty much done a really bad job at trying to sell this thing, whatever it is, to people. I mean, you can just run it on the standard content that you release, like with games and stuff, but the problem, it's the same problem I have with video games. Like, for instance, the one that I found that was most annoying to me with video games was Halo, where like the story doesn't really get affected by the literature, and they release the literature separately, or the books, sorry, and then next minute Halo 5 comes out and it's like, yeah, you should have read this book, that book, you should have watched Nightfall, all this other additional stuff. There was comics, you know, like with Halo 3, there were comics that you needed to know of to understand where everybody had been, and it's just stupid. I hate additional stuff like that. As far as I'm concerned, it shouldn't mess with the canon, and should be separate so that you can enjoy the main stuff without having to go back to it and be like, look, before you play this game, make sure you read this book or see this movie or whatever. It's so stupid. Larundel says, I love Halo. So do I. So do I. I've been playing a lot of it recently on the MCC. But yeah, it's one of those things where I absolutely love Halo. I was actually trying to see if we could get a cool action pose there, but we can't. They need to have like a less stiff animation though when firing and moving at the same time. And I didn't get any Kaiser parts there. That's the most annoying bit. I need to find out where I get those Kaiser parts. It can't just be those 2 levels. It looks like it is, but I just wish it wasn't just the 2 levels. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, before... I'd say before I started doing more Gundam stuff on my channel, and before everybody knew me as that guy that does Armored Core animations and loves Armored Core as well, before all of that, before I had my channel like this, I did a load of Sonic stuff and a load of Halo stuff on one of my other channels. And, yeah, it was all Halo mostly. So I've had a couple of channel changes and a couple of content changes. But the reason why Halo annoyed me so much was I used to be so much into the lore with it. And the extra stuff. But I used to appreciate the fact that it was separate. Or people would come to you and be like, so, what's the deal with Chief or whatever? Or, you know, like, what's his background and stuff? And you'd be able to tell people based off the books. Instead of just being like, okay, we all need to read this book now if we want to stand any sort of chance of knowing what's going on in, say, Halo 5 or whatever, fully. You know, if they made it like Spartan Assault, totally fine. But, nah, they decided additional media would be needed, and it kind of threw me off of it. I think the first instance of it was Halo 3's intro, where they explain what happens between Halo 2's ending and Halo 3's intro in comics. It's just like, oh, come on. Could have done that in a video game, it would have been easy. I need to know how I'm initiating some of these spins and stuff. Maybe it's the start of a new combo when I'm boosting. Maybe not. All I know is my Easy 8 is surviving quite a lot of damage at the moment, which is really good. I do like the fact that in, what was it, in Gundam lore, the Easy 8 is literally just a ground type gym that's been modified with a Gundam head originally to make the ground Gundam, and then they've just used extra parts afterwards to create the Easy 8. It's still basically a ground gym that's been heavily modified. If I remember rightly. I might not have got that correct. Like I said, my Gundam knowledge isn't exactly amazing. I still consider myself just that simple guy that looks at cool robots and goes, ooh, nice. You know, and enjoys big explosions like a complete moron. But then does like the character development of certain characters. And appreciates some of the stuff that Gundam does. Like the anti-war message. Or rather the whole thing of there being a grey area between both sides in war. Depending on what series you're watching. I thought the ground gym was a byproduct of the ground Gundam, says Devicia. Like I said, I'm probably wrong. I swear I've read somewhere that it was basically the ground gym that was taken and modified into the ground Gundam. They just put a Gundam head on it. You know, somebody please tell me which way around it is. Because I swear it was like they had extra parts left over from the original Gundam, so they just used them to put Gundam heads on ground gyms. Oh. But yeah, 8th team, just fun because most of the stuff is just like cannon fodder level suits just fighting against each other. I don't think Chief surviving the end of Halo 3 is explained too well in Halo 4, says Joshua. Yeah, it's, Oh. Good job that disappeared then. The Gundams were made of spare parts, but there were only enough spare parts to make so many full Gundams, says Devicia. Whenever I try to explain something, I always finish with, I could be wrong to cover myself, says Joshua. For me, it's more that I don't know well enough, you know, so it's just like, if anybody has the answer and I'm wrong, well then I'll concede that and be like, look, I know I'm wrong, you know, I'm not going to sit there and be that guy that's like, I am right all the time, even if I'm wrong. The sky is now green. Somebody's busy like, dude, it's blue. It's like, no, it's green. It's definitely green. Have you not seen the sky? Are you colorblind? You know. I will concede that I am probably wrong on most of my Gundam stuff because I don't know it well enough, which is why I consult you guys on it. Just kind of sat here now after the mission. I still wish that they'd give you a button to skip to the end of this countdown, but it's not too much of a big deal. I love the way this mission is literally like 5 minutes long, so we can just grind it out really easy. And there we go, we got shoulders, waist section, new heel part. Devicia says the sky is either blue, purple, green, or red, depending on which episode of Batman the Animated Series you're watching. You could go one step further and be like, the sky's any colour it wants to be if it's a JoJo episode. Because JoJo's just tends to invert all the colours. But yeah, like I was saying, I will concede that if I am ever wrong, then, you know, by all means, just like, dude, no, you're wrong, you know, it's this or whatever, or correct me, and I will always turn around and be like, okay, look, I was wrong, you know, I'm sorry, don't know it as well, and then I'll do my research afterwards. Let's start doing some more updates here. Let's try and see if we can go up the list. There we go. I'm trying to go up the list here and we can go up to level 4, if I remember rightly, so let's just buy all these upgrades. Did you just assume the sky's colour, says Joshua? I do love Sega's position on that, where they were like, it's okay, I'm an attack helicopter or something. That was so funny, and why did I come out the development menu there? I could have done the other sections. I swear it was Sega that made a sarcastic comment like that, where it's like, we're attack helicopters or something. To a response, it was to a response for something else, and they responded like that. The EZ-8 was originally a Gundam ground type, and then heavily modified, including replacing the V-fin, says Voltronimus. Yeah, because they included the... It's not like a communications array, I can't remember what it is. On the side of its head, it's different. It looks like an antenna a little bit. Oh, it is an antenna. Guess I was right then. Okay, so I'm like trying to reach these other parts here. Let's see, I've got engine, I've got that, I've got OS, so now I just need to do these upgrades here. It was better than the V-fin. I think sometimes the V-fin would get in the way. You know, like, I mentioned this in the Halo streams. I like stuff that's actually based more in terms of mobility and things. I've just had a fascination with designs that do cater to mobility but work really well. Like, for instance, the V-fin on the red frame, the Astray red frame, is pretty stupid. But the rest of the design is pretty cool in terms of being more like a human skeleton, you know, a little bit more mobile and stuff. It does make sense in terms of like moving around and things like that and being able to have enhanced mobility. I do like that. Stuff like that where the armor's not like banging into everything and all would clip through each other, you know, if you tried it in real life. Stuff like that I can appreciate with designs as long as they make it look cool. I just feel like with the V-fin, most of the time, if you were doing like things that were around the head area, like reaching across the block or something, then it'd probably get caught and then just snapped off. You know, like most high grades when they're not treated properly. I just realized I should have... Whoa, 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 what happened to that enemy there? Did that teleport? Did that enemy teleport then? What the... Should have upgraded my mobile suit before I came on here, but it's fine. Didn't the V-fin on the Gundam Alex break when the Choban armor was destroyed? Half of it got snapped off, if I remember rightly, a bit like the Barbatus's crest more than a V-fin. The way that the Barbatus's head design ended up being, it was more like a crest than anything else. It wasn't as fragile looking as some of the other more traditional V-fins that you get. In fact, I think the double Zetas one is actually, if I remember rightly, the double Zetas one isn't too bad because it's out of either side of the megaparticle cannon on its head. So it's not too big, if I remember rightly. I have to have a look in a bit, and then next minute I go back into Discord and just be like, yeah, I was wrong. It's pretty big. Jeez, they're just all jumping in now on this one. Still kind of surprised how we've almost reached a 3-hour stream and I've still not got all these parts yet. And I'm playing on very hard, which should net me more chances of getting these parts. I mean, at least the content lasts. I can't complain about that. It's a new update. They've only given us 2 levels, and the content is lasting because I'm having to grind for these items. I have no problem with grinding for these items because it's still fun. I'm still getting all the upgrades and stuff. It's just crazy. I see that, or rather, I saw that rig go really funny there. I do love that extra ability to do extra damage, or 200% extra damage with the combustion thing. So good. The V-fin itself is mostly psychological anyway. The Zeons in 8th team called the Gundams the Horned ones. Yeah, it's that whole thing of the moment you see a V-fin, it's like, oh no, it's a Gundam. Amuro busy giving everybody PTSD. That moment where you get to like the end of well, I wouldn't say the end of UC era, but you get really late into UC and everyone's just like, okay, the moment I see a Gundam, I know I'm pretty much in trouble. You know. Or you know something's going down. I feel like the drop rate for some of these items could be a little bit better, that's just me. Come on. Anything? No kinds of stuff there? Come on. It's not as if I have to use any special weapons or anything. It's literally just pure luck here as to whether I get the drop or not. That moment when you have to start the override all over again. Ah. Come on, game, give me a break.
Mission clear.
How much does it take to set off one of those battery things? Not too much. To try that in future. Still not sure about the way that it auto switches depending on which way you're going. And also how sensitive it is. I don't think you can actually change the sensitivity. It's pretty weird, but I don't know why it's YouTube is censoring some stuff like Joshua's last comment about the Barbatos. It's really weird. YouTube's just like, I'm gonna censor everybody now. Go away, Susan. Leave my stream alone. I'm having fun. Joshua, you can blame Susan or auto-censoring for that. Yeah, you got censored. That's why you can't see it on screen, or at least nobody else can. It's just grayed out for the moment. It's like, it'd be fine if I could click on it, but I can't because of... or I can now. It's, I can unhide it when I'm not active, you know. But yeah, you know, I'll always let you know when YouTube does weird stuff like censor things like that, because it's just so strange. Right, let's see what I've got to develop here. I've still not got these face parts. I want to know why I've not got the face parts yet. Because I want more mono eye stuff. That looks like a cool mono eye. But yeah, I always let people know when they're getting censored on this just because of Susan. It's like, what are we doing here? We can't be kid-friendly, but we can't be vaguely offensive either, Sister Vicia. Oh, I've just gone off the deep end. I've just been offensive in most of my Halo streams. You know, it's just like, oh, screw it. Seems to have worked. It's not really affected me from what I can tell at the moment. I could be wrong, probably am, but I don't see anything at this point in time. And oh my god, I can do the Astaroth now. I can do the Astaroth properly because of that. We got any more hand covers here? Okay, we do have more hand covers. That looks more like a traditional one. That's cool. Kids like robots. Yes. Kids like sci-fi in general. Ooh. It's a more rounded knee there. With what looks like a beam saber end or a generator or something. Still not got any of these leg parts. What is going on here, game? Can we talk about the fact that you've not given me all of these parts yet? Did you just say Astaroth? Yes. I can do one part there and then do the other one. I don't get why it's not dropping these things. Maybe I need to do the other mission. Let's pick one that I know can make it through the other mission. The Transient can't. I just ordered my first gunpla last week and it's the Astaroth, says Joshua. Hope it goes well. The Gundam or the bioweapon, says Devicia. The Gundam. Yeah, the Astaroth's a cool looking kit with its giant blue arm and its demolition knife. I've just not bothered to get it yet. I did want it a while ago. So I've got no room. Got no room, and I'm in the process of still sorting stuff out. Looks like I'm going to be doing the gorge mission more here to try and get these parts. What is it with the game at the moment? Kind of stuttering here. I'm getting like 60 FPS, but I'm getting slight stuttering. Weird. Try and grab everybody over here. If I can kite them in over here into a smaller area, then I can just launch tons of missiles at them. Well, let's try and get them all. There's 2 large missiles, and then a bunch of missile pods. There's a couple down. Use the ice Gatling here to freeze this guy in place. Those are going to hit him hard. That moment where you try and reload and also keep an eye on what items you're picking up and it's not giving you anything that you want. Well done, game. You're almost as bad as GBO2 at this point, in terms of items. Here's where I get a Zaku machine gun again now. Seriously, this is giving me nothing here. Like, no Kaiser parts or anything. And I'm playing hardest difficulty. I'm just gonna spray like crazy and get all the health down really low here. I figure if I can keep doing this and then just launch a couple of missiles at him, then we're all good. Right now, if I put a couple of large missiles there, that should kill a couple. There we go. Oh, I do love the combat knife. Comes in handy, although so does a beam saber. A green beam saber for that one sequence in I think it was it Antarctica where they have to fight between the tall geese and the heavy arms because Wing's currently being built again. Don't get why they had to do that in Wing, just constantly destroy the main suit. Like, oh, it's totally fine. I think that's the only time I've ever seen a series like that where it deliberately keeps destroying the main hero suit. Like semi-Halo sounding music there as well. It's a lot of targets. Right, where's the, there we go. Trying to reload weapons here and, trying to be a bit of a pain in the butt while I'm busy trying to avoid everything. Big buddy hopping everywhere at the moment. Wing itself was kind of the least interesting main Gundam from that show, says Denicia. I just like the way the used in some of the earlier action sequences, like saving Relina from, was it the school? Or the facility to look kind of like a castle. I think it is the prom night episode, because I'm using the shield as a melee weapon. It was pretty cool, that. You got an area stuck on the end of your pointy bit of your shield. You know. There's a trope in TV where a new character defeats the characters that are already established as strong, so it makes them seem like a tougher opponent. Or like certain characters in certain series, you can just get jobbed repeatedly. Yeah, I think it was kind of... I suppose it was kind of cool that they kind of balanced out Wing a little bit, you know, by having it only fire 3 times because of the Buster Rifle, and then having to resort mostly to sabers, which is why most of the fights that you see are more like duels with Hero, because like you can only fire 3 times per action sequence, and then next minute just nope. Compared to Trower and his stock animation for every time he unleashes everything from heavy arms. You see that one animation with a different background like 60 times. And you know the one that I mean. The beam Vulcan, or the beam Gatling just unloading on everybody. Joshua says, it kept on happening because to a character in Star Trek. Oh, Worf. Yeah, poor Worf. Worf was the security guy and was also a Klingon, so he'd be, well, he is known as like one of the stronger members of the Enterprise's crew. And every other episode he'd get jobbed by somebody else. That's pretty bad on Worf, that, you know. Like at one point he gets his spine broken by what is clearly a plastic container, but in context it's meant to be like a storage container that has a lot of stuff in it. I actually want to know what this enemy is weak against. Oof! He's weak against a large missile to the face by the look of it. I need to try and stay away if I can, but at the same time do some decent damage. Say that, and I'm stuck with his lackeys here. Whoop! He's going to move back to the centre and get his crest back. Try and get some... Try and turn off the auto aim so I can get some health here. All the way I can just fly up there to avoid all those shots. Oop! Oh, trying to avoid that. Was desperately trying to avoid that. This is a Zoid, says Devicia. Wrecked me. It's like, it's meant to be a giant alien with a beam cannon on its head. Come on. Ooh. I get my, health back, and then I get slammed again. Come on. One more. Come on. I'm just gonna have to go for the boss again. It's a Digimon. That moment where his beam weapon actually did do a lot of damage, and I regretted being on the receiving end of it heavily. I'm just trying to. Oh, no, 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 don't get hit. Oh, shield back. That's gonna make it harder on me. No, 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 no. All I'm trying to do is avoid his beam cannon and avoid getting slammed like that. Got him. Woo! It's a legendary Pokemon. Davisi says, compared to Zero, which had a twin buster rifle that was limited by the pilot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to read that in a bit. Is this all just ammo instead of actual parts? Oh no, I got a couple of stuff there. Twin buster rifle that was limited by the pilot either choosing not to use it or losing it mid-battle. Yeah. Like, the twin buster rifle seemed way overpowered because you've been able to split it in half and then just rotate with it on the spot. It's like, yep, seems legit. Don't believe I messed that up. If it wasn't for that one stump, it would have been fine. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I've got a couple of new things here. I still need to go back and get some of them though. Looks like we're doing that again. Let's tune up here and see what we got. Have I got anything that can do better? No. Metal plating. I can do metal plating 3, I think. Yes. Microcontroller. I think I can get microcontroller 3 in here. Yes. What's power wiring? Durability and power. Okay. Magazine reload. Fuel save 2. Can I have fuel save 3 if I've got it? Aha, there we go. Enhancements 2. Have we got enhancements 3? Just upgrading everything here. Shield. We got shield 3. Did I buy those? Yeah, let's Powered Guardian OS. Increase shield and accuracy, magazine rate, but it drops some of the reloads and stuff. Let's try and go for the basic stuff. Is any of these going to give us any better? Boost frame, support frame, sentry frame. No. No, they're not going to give me anything. Let's try conductor. Right, get materials. Oh no, chance to get materials plus 5%. What does conductor control do? Increases total attack by 5% for 3 seconds. Stick materials collector. Requires architect level 1. I think I have that. Oh, I'm level 3, yeah, so. Oh, don't even get me started on the Buster Rifle nerf on Endless Waltz. That was stupid. That was real stupid. Like, Endless Waltz for me is really weird. Only because, like, I think I mentioned it before on stream, but I've caught the last episode of Wing on YouTube since, but I never watched it as a kid because I missed it because they put it on a Saturday instead of a weekday. So when it was originally airing,
Mission
so
start.
I thought, oh, okay, I'll catch the last episode next week. Totally missed out. Was like, oh, this is great, you know. And then Endless Waltz comes out. I don't get to see it until it's on the internet. and I'm watching it on the internet, and just that scene with the Buster Rifle not being able to go through the armor is just like, wait, what? It's like Hero even gets jobbed by Wu Fei of all people. It's like, I understand Wu Fei's a competent fighter and everything, or at least he should be. And Hero literally just gets jobbed. The fight is like so sort of crap in between Ultron and Wing Zero Custom, mainly because of the whole deal of them more or less just poking at each other the entire fight. The only thing that happens is Wing Zero Custom loses one of its shoulder armors. Like, Wu Fei does nothing in that film. It's annoying. They use up all the other characters pretty decently. Wu Fei does nothing. It's like they wrote him in at the last minute and didn't know what to do with him. You know. I still don't think Endless Waltz was needed. Wing itself seemed to be pretty much final with its ending, with nothing really needing to continue after it, and it's like, oh, we know it's popular, we'll just make a film. It's like, come on. It's like, I don't have anything like majorly against it, but it's not sort of my favourite piece of material. It's like, oh yeah, I definitely love the Endless Waltz, you know. It's got some nice action sequences in it, but... And it has the Tall Geese 3, which is pretty cool. With its giant cannon thing. It's like a railgun of sorts. Oh boy, I'm hoping I can get some more Titan armor again. You know that thing I've already got 100% off. Wish I could get some more Kaiser armor that I've not already got. Oh, come on. Eclipse 66 says the armor had a force field on each layer. What, you mean like the ones that they use on, what was it, the Mercurius? Joshua says, I guess you can make an argument that energy barriers react differently than physical barriers. Yeah. Eclipse says, Endless Waltz signaled that even with peace, someone would still want to rule the world through violence. I get that idea, it's just... When the original conclusion seemed so satisfying, it's like, oh. DVC says, gotta go anyway, need time to prep for my own stream. It's cool, dude. Have fun with that one. Like I said, I'm not going to totally rip on Endless Waltz, because it's fun for me with the action sequences and everything. I just feel like it wasn't really needed, because it was a satisfying ending to Wing. You know. But then again, like I said, I'm not one of those guys that's going to turn around and be like, oh, if you hate it, if you like Endless Waltz, you suck. Out of all of it, I do enjoy when Marimea throws Hero a dare and is like, yeah, you can just try and get through our bunker if you want, because you probably won't be able to get through it. And he's like, do you want to bet? Is that a challenge? Did VC just advertise his own stream and Moody's stream, says Joshua? Not so much. I think it was more just a statement. I think what would have been nice as well is, like with the other stuff we were saying before about Wu Fei's fiancés, or fiancée, is, whichever one it is that you should have actually had Trey's talking about the fact that he had a daughter. You know, because I don't remember Trey's ever actually turning around and being like, oh yeah, I've got a daughter. You know, in the series. Gundam is very political based. I mean, most of it is, yeah. I won't deny that. Wing was like really intense with it over some of the other stuff I've seen since. You probably didn't know the woman. Trace just sleeps around. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would just sleep around, you know. Joshua says, that's what I like about Gundam. Amazing action, morality, politics, something for everybody. Indeed. It is a crazy mixed bag of everything. But it's still incredibly satisfying to watch. Like, there are some times where I'll just want to watch it for the action sequences. There are other times where I'll be like, okay, I want to go back over this part specifically because I want to understand the character's motivations or whatever. You know. It's like the one part that I enjoy going back over with Wing is the final arc with Libra, mainly because it mirrors Char's counterattack. Has anyone else noticed that YouTube thinks this stream is Halo, says Voltonimus Prime? God damn it, YouTube. I've literally set this to M.A.S.S Builder in my settings, and it's clearly not having it by the sounds of it. I blame Susan. I'm trying to make a dent in his armor here. Ooh. Ooh. Samo, you're trying to make a dent and he's busy wrecking you with a bunch of his friends. Oh, he's gonna get his armor back now. Oh, he will in a little bit. He's immune when he does that. It allows me to switch up here with the, oh no, I should really back it up because of all those explosions. The problem is now if I hear him doing that blast thing, it's gonna be awkward. Ooh. Oof. I hope those missiles go where I told them to. Like, trying not to die this one. Oh well, so much for that. Like, I'm trying not to die next, but dead. Right. Oh, no. Oh god, that took off so much shield. I wish he'd stop doing it. I know we can get him to stop doing it if we just kill his minions and then kill his head crest thing that he's got. I really wish that energy blast would take out his minions, because his minions are annoying more than anything else. He's immune when he's like that. That moment where you just hit him with like a billion missiles at once, it feels so satisfying. Oh, whoa, no. Can you just stay there for a minute? Ooh, no. Damn it. He just loves spamming that head crest beam attack thing. Right, let's try and chip away at his health here. He's a very durable boy. Seriously. I put so many rounds into him and I'm not even going to shield off yet. And that works a little bit better. Solid rounds seem to work more than freezing. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Whew. Please tell me we're going to get some of these items that we didn't have before.
Mission clear.
I've been grinding this one level for like 3 hours and a half now. This guy really needs to give out more parts rather than just sort of money or battlefield points. It's kind of annoying. No, I thought that boulder would break there, but clearly not. Right, let's see what we got here. Hey, I got one of the other head units by the look of it, I think. Let's see. Armor. Ooh, torso. Kaiser torso. Let's have a look. I'm off to bed. Good night, everyone, says Joshua. Fair enough. I'll see you next time, Joshua. Well, that's pretty neat. Sort of a more rounded look to it. There we go. Elbow? Let's have a look at the elbow here. Has that got a booster on it? Kind of looks like a booster. And then we've got... Oh, it's a thigh part. I thought it'd be a leg part, like a lower leg, but now we've got a thigh part instead. Heel. Come on, game, give me a break. Give me a break here. I need some of this other stuff. I keep... It's infuriating how I haven't got some of this stuff even though I've been going at this for like 3 hours and a half. I like the fact that the content is lasting a very long time, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's crazy. You would have thought that I'd have got more percentage on these ones with 0 now. But nope, apparently not. In the back of the head there, I've got 3 that are in progress. Aha. There's one. Okay, so that's another one with like a horn section on it. That looks kind of cool. Still not got the other model eyes. It's kind of annoying. Can I do, can I mix up like the faceplates here? We got that. Interesting. These head sections do look really huge as well. Interesting. Right guys, I'm gonna get going. I hope you've enjoyed and see me on the next one when I try and get the rest of these parts. Anyway, thank you very much for anyone that's liked and been in chat and talked about Gundam to me. I'll see you next time. Bye!